Not only we create emotional wounds every time that we do not accept what's happening in our lives, but we also create emotions that stay stuck in our emotional body. I don't have time to go into details with all the different bodies that we have, but we have many bodies, not just the physical body. The physical body is the last body inside of all the other ones. It is the manifestation of everything that's there in the energy. And so the physical body follows the energetic plan. It's like an architectural plan. And so as soon as you create blockages in the energy, the physical body go to create blockages inside. What we just did is to liberate these blockages in the energy. We are not playing doctors here. We are not playing with the body. The body will adjust itself because it follows the plan. So if we remove the blockages in the energy, the physical body go and remove the blockages it created inside. It is never the healer that heals. It is always the physical body that heals itself. Do you see how an incredible machine it is? It cannot be otherwise than perfect because it's been created by God. So we should not try to play with it. It's the image. And so, for example, when you brush your teeth, you brush your teeth in front of a mirror. You brush your teeth, your own teeth, and not the image in the mirror. Well, it's the best example I can show you is to try to heal the physical body by playing with it, by removing parts of it. Makes no sense. It's the image. It's like if we try to correct the image on the TV by putting anything on the screen. Oh, we can remove that. It's not important. Well, if it's there, there must be a good reason. Because as you can see with all the things that I have explained, there is no coincidence and everything was planned a long time in advance. So like I said, not only we create emotional wounds when we do not accept what happens in our lives, but also we create emotion that stays stuck in our emotional body. That emotional body is connected here to the solar plexus. And so that's why when it goes like this, in our emotions, we have trouble digesting. In French, we even say, I cannot digest this in my life. Which you guys say, I cannot take this. It's the same thing. And so, I cannot digest this in my life. It means that I am not able to accept. And so the more problems you have digesting, the more problems you have accepting. To cry, it is a normal mechanism that is used to liberate these emotions that are stuck. But if you cry and you are still not accepting what's happening, it stays stuck. You don't have to cry. There is another way of doing the same thing. And let me tell you that there's a lot of emotion that are stuck in your emotional body. And so with this simple phrase that you can say every night or every time you do meditation. After many days, many weeks or many months, I don't know how much time it's going to take you, you free yourself completely. Let's do it together. Don't worry about remembering the phrase. It's already there on my website. So we ask that all the emotions that needs to be processed now be processed, and so be it. And what's really important is that we listen to what's happening in the energy until it stops vibrating. So breathe at the same time. It will help the process go faster. So at the beginning, you might be able to feel that it's very heavy. And it is to make you feel the amount of negative energy that you will process now. The negative emotions, they are lack of love towards ourselves. They should be a warning, like a light bulb that lights up to let us know that, oops, there's something you are not accepting right now, and so you are creating emotional wounds. And so that's how we should react to when we feel negative emotions. When we create things that lack love, it's like if there's a hole in the soil. How can we make that hole disappear? By putting the same amount of soil that there's a hole. So it takes the same amount of love as the lack of love that was used to create. And so that's why it's important that you breathe, so that you pump the love that you need to fill the hole. So these emotional wounds and these emotions can be stuck at different places in the human body, because they are there to give us a message. And so the people who are coughing right now, it is because their emotions are blocked into their throat. So what does that mean? It means that this person has difficulty to express how they feel inside. So it should be for you a message about what you need to work on. If you do not express how you feel inside, it is because you are scared of how people will react to what you're going to say. So it's a lack of love towards yourself, because it's like if you say, my value is not big enough to express how I feel. If we are all divine beings, it is pretty obvious that we can express what we feel to others without being afraid. One of the things that the guides are telling me right now is that we are afraid to hurt others. With what I told you earlier, if others cannot hurt us, can we hurt others? All the fears that we have are illusions. And the fears will always stop you from doing the action. So it is stopping you from being into your masculine energy. There's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can say that will help someone accept what you need to tell them. So don't be afraid of saying what you need to say. If they don't accept it, it's only that they have that learning to do. And it's perfect. It's always perfect. We create our lives perfectly for what we need to learn. We just finished processing that big ball, and you see how much time it took? So it is to show you how big it was.